Hi, y'all. I just wanted to come to you with kind of a live power hour, but not really live because I know it's kind of a weird time of day for everybody. So I figured I would just record this, and that way you can sit down when you do your power hour and just go through it. So I do a lot on my phone because I always have it with me. So I'm gonna be working on my phone, but I'm videoing from my computer. So what I usually do first is on my phone, I will set my timer for 5 minutes. Find it here. 5 minutes. Okay. And then I'm going to add 2 to 5. I usually try to add 5 friends to my page. Usually to my personal page, and sometimes to my like page, kind of depending on the day. So I'm going to set my timer, and then I'm going to go through and just add 5 friends. And a lot of this time will be kind of quiet time because you're going to be working, and so am I. So maybe a little boring, but hopefully you're working and getting it done. And now you may be wondering, how do you add friends? That's probably a good thing I should cover. So I go to my friends, and then I find some that I have a lot of mutual friends with, and I go to theirs. A lot of times from high school and stuff, and then I go to their friends and see if I know anybody. Sometimes I go to the suggested friends from Facebook, but I usually just do it this way because I usually know a lot more people, and then I just add the people that I kind of look at their page and see what we might have in common, especially if they have kids, things like that, and then I add them. And I do always write them down so I know who I've asked to join me. And because it is kind of late in the day, you're going to hear my kids and my animals, so you'll just have to ignore them. Of course, I also look at their mutual friends with me to see, because if they have a lot of coaches that are already their friends, or if they're already a coach, then I usually don't send them a request. Okay, so that 5 minutes is up. So then I'll reset my 5 minutes, and I actually go to my post, so to my name on Facebook, not to home, but to your name, to look at your wall, and any posts that you made yesterday, look under those, and anybody who liked or commented, I write their name down. Unless they're a coach or something like that, I don't write their name down. Well, hello, how are you? Doing with my group. If you want to start, get you some breakfast. Here a little bit. About lunchtime, probably. Mm-hmm. He probably wants to go out. And for some of y'all that may not be posting very many times a day or may not have many likes yet because you're just starting out, you can even go back to previous day posts if you haven't been doing your power every day. So I know this is new for some of y'all. So, you can go back 2 or 3 days and still add to your list from that. And it is best to do your power hour when you have no distractions, but around this house we always have distractions. Unless I'm up at the crack of dawn, which I prefer to do my workout in my Bible study then. So once school starts, it'll be a little different. And I am just making a list of people, and then later on, here in just a few minutes, we'll start actually having conversations with them. I do have a lot of the same people that like my post over and over, so I have to go through those and make sure I'm not writing down the same names. Okay, so that 5 minutes is up. So next, I'll set it for 15 minutes. And then we're going to start 5 new conversations. So then you'll go to your list of people, and you can do it through Messenger, email, text, I mean, however you know the people on your list. And I do most of mine through Messenger. And then you're just going to start building relationships with them. So if you haven't talked to them in a while, just thank them for liking your post and encouraging you. If you have been talking to them, maybe invite them to your group. This is kind of where you find out more about their family. If you don't know them, talk to them about their family or where they work, or kind of form, family, occupation, recreation, and then your message. So you know what they like to do for fun. I mean, it's summer, so I talk to a lot of people about what they've done this summer. And then you work towards your message, inviting them to your group. Right now we have a free group going on, and then later into the paid challenge group as well. So another place to find out goals, just all that. You're just building relationships and just talking to people, just like if you ran into them at Walmart. So we're going to do 15 minutes of that, and then we will move on. And this is people from your list that have liked or commented on your post. So not your new people yet. If you have a shorter list, you can start talking to new people, but we will also have that in just a few minutes. So. And that's the house phone, which I don't ever answer because everybody who knows me doesn't call me on that. And you can copy and paste some of your message, especially to new people, because that'll save you a little time too. You can send more out quickly. And I also, when I'm sending out my messages, I stick to my power hour. So if I have people message me back, I don't answer them right away. I wait till after my power hour, or sometimes during my follow-ups, depending on how many follow-ups I have to do. And then I'll continue the conversation with them. So that way I can at least get a certain number of conversations started. Now, if I reach that number and then I have some, I can talk to back and forth, well, I'll do that too. But I ignore my notifications until I get caught up anyway. And if you feel like you don't have enough people to really be talking to, then I just start going to my Facebook friends. And again, this will be part of the new conversations, which we'll do in a minute. But sometimes when you're first starting out, your list isn't real long, so it can take a bit. I'll go to my Facebook friends and just try to kind of strike up relationships with some of them again, because a lot of them I don't talk to every day or in quite a while, some of them. So. And the more you talk to people, the more they see your posts on Facebook, because there's that affinity there. So it's always good to just kind of keep in touch with people anyway. But building relationships is what this is all about. So keeping in touch. That timer's up. So next we'll set it for 10 minutes. And at this point you want to so you want to invite anywhere from 2 to 5 people to your group. So like I said, we have a free group going on or a paid group, whatever you have. It's getting ready to start. You want to invite people. So minimum 2. I usually try to invite at least 5. I also usually make this the first thing I do because I've read, if you haven't, you want to read Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Inviting is kind of my least favorite thing to do because I prefer just to talk to people. So I try to get it done first, but this is where it falls in the power hour. So I just wanted to kind of keep with our schedule. So 10 minutes, and we're going to invite 2 to 5 new people. So this is kind of where you can, those new people that you've been meeting, just say, you want to get to know them a little bit better, and you'd like to invite them to a free group, or if it's somebody you've been talking to, like I think I have the one I'm inviting some of my people that I haven't talked to either ever or in a long time. I just say, hey girl, I'm hosting a free group this month. I wanted to invite you. I'd love for you to join us. Invite your friends, family, the more the merrier. And again, it's 100% free, just for fun and share love and light and positivity. Click the link to request to join the group, and I'll get you added. And then I put the link for the free group, or like this one is a free group, so I'll put the link to the free group. You can do something similar if you have a paid group going on. I usually like to build a little bit more relationship before I invite them to a paid group. But with these free groups, I can get to know them a little bit better in a smaller group setting and keep in touch with them. So I like that. And so my new friends, I just kind of say the same thing. I put, hey, we're new friends on Facebook. I'm trying to get to know some new people, so I'm hosting a free group on my like page starting on Monday. We're going to be working on banishing negative mindset and using affirmations to create more positivity in our lives. I'd like for you to join us, or if you'd like to join us, then just click the link and request to be added, and I'll get you added. I can't wait to get to know you more. So I do something a little bit like that for my new people who, like I said, I've never spoke to, who are brand new, my new friends that have accepted my friend request or that have requested to be my friend. So that's another way to send an invite to somebody you really don't have a relationship with yet. Again, I do always look at their Facebook page to make sure we have stuff in common, and then also to make sure they're not already a coach, because I try not to have the coaches in my free groups, at least not unless they're my coaches, for sure. Man. No, but it's video. Yes. Yes. No, baby, it's a video. Go do your stuff so I can get my stuff done. My kids are old enough they can entertain themselves, so they know I have an hour. Okay, so now another 10 minutes, we're going to work with follow-ups. So this is where anybody who has, you've invited in the past, anybody who's shown interest in the past, as you're making notes of things, you'll have those people written down and you want to follow up with them. If you haven't, if this is your first time inviting people, so you really don't have any follow-ups, you can continue your conversations with people who, returned messages while you were doing stuff, or and just continue inviting either way. But this is the time to follow up with the people who have shown interest and just continue the conversation. Or get them in a group. Yes, ma'am. I'm still on video. I'm still on video. So, I mean, you can come out, but I'm just telling you. Yeah. Oh, my. Always crazy around here. It's also a time if you're, again, short on posts or people to talk to, you can go to your friends' pages and like and kind of comment on their pictures. So it's another way to have some conversations with them is to comment on their pictures. It's also a shame because I've been inviting my free group that if they said they wanted in my group but they're not in there yet, then I'll remind them to get in there so they can get meal prep and such like that. Okay, that's the timer. I'll finish my quick message real quick and reset it. Okay, and then so now the next 5 minutes, we're going to post in, if you have some challenge groups going, post in those, or if you have a team page, you can post in that. So this is kind of your accountability post, either for you to keep accountable to your group or to try to motivate others to stay accountable. So that's going to be 5 minutes. Okay, so for our last 10 minutes, we spend time creating posts or scheduling posts for your group. So I know like I work full time, so I do schedule my posts a lot of times on my like page, just so I'm still getting my 3 to 5 posts out a day. And if before I had my like page, I would put them in my notes section of my phone. And so, and I'd set alarms throughout the day when I was at work. And then when my alarm would go off, just the next break I had, I would just copy it from my notes and paste it onto my posts, so, or onto my wall. So for the next 10 minutes, we'll just kind of get creative and schedule some posts. Yes, I'm here, baby. I'm working. We should be finishing up, getting some great posts scheduled or together, and continue creative, because sometimes things just pop in my head in the middle of the day, and so I'll make little notes and write things down, and then try to, when I sit down in a quiet place, which today hasn't been too quiet, then I can focus on kind of how I want to expand on that for a post. So you may kind of just think about it throughout the day when things happen and come up. I also take pictures of everything, because you never know when you're going to use them. Okay, all righty. So that's the end of Power Hour. I know it's a little longer because I did some talking. So, but that kind of gives you an idea of what to do, so you can sit down and focus on your hour and what you need to do, and then just incorporate it into your day. And honestly, some days I have to do 2 half-power hours, so whatever's easiest for you. But I just wanted to give y'all this so y'all would have some guidelines on kind of what to go by. If you have any questions, as always, just holler at me. Y'all have a great day.